said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollard with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. This crowd trying to show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. Give to the back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27. Up one. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. Every team needs those big dudes up front, and man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the...
Intercepted in the first drive into the pit. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He's got an open man. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often. And you get 5 stars for a reason, because you are a dude. He is a man-child. They want to get him in the door now. They wish they could already have him signed, but the excitement is going to really build for this young man.
And the Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Stockton. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Fitted in the window for the score. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He's at the touchdown, Tigers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he tacks on the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Finds the tight end. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. Use the play fake, now to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them? There he goes! Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding. I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football, and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the offense gets an automatic 1st down after the roughing the passer penalty. The Dogs are flying down the field. Off play action on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for room, it's Frazier. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? Part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practices here.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many plays.
Breaks away on the left. At the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he added the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knocked him down for a loss. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Gets it to him on the screen. Turning it on! Oh, what a cut! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Not the big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun to give, looking for room. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. And the Dogs hunkering down to pick up a first down on the ground.
And you can hear the sound of Larry Munson. Run the dang ball. That's what they've always built this program on, is running the football, physical running backs. That's what Georgia does.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quickly out to the tight end. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
You got to be sharp in the red zone. You can't turn the football over in the red zone. You got to be crisp. You got to be on time. You can tell the QB wasn't on time. The defender made him pay. Nice interception, stealing points now off the board.
They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Johnson wants to throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing a pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
They'll try the run. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. to the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose.
Dogs pick up the first down through the air, and the Georgia faithful starting to howl and bark.
And we've seen that in the past with Georgia. Maybe you get a little bit conservative, a little bit too much reliant on great defense, run the football. The reason that they broke through, the reason they started winning championships in the recent era, they became more aggressive, more dynamic throwing.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
And as quarterbacks, you've got to be aware of secondary pressure. You've got to know when these free safeties, they start creeping towards the line of scrimmage, that they might get involved. You've got to have an answer for it, and the QB didn't have one that time.
Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
That's really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Go straight ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Wideout trying to get it in. Touchdown, Dogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Tulsa is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about all along Route 66 for some time. They're up 14 over East Carolina. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll give it to the back. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows where hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Motion from the back. Johnson looking to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Branch. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds his man. It's Branch. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Excellent coverage coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on third down. On the move, he fires. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Georgia.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Gonna let it fly. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He scampers out of bounds right at the 19-yard line, and man, are they set up.
And another mistake. Quarterback, that's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing it.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
Takes a snap, wants to throw. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. From his end zone, looking to throw, got to take care of the ball. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
That was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy, I'm just going to take it.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Johnson wants to throw it. Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Working on the right. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. He's going to fire to the left. Makes a grab for a big play. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Power football with the run. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They have the lead to start the third quarter, but I'd imagine ball security was a topic at halftime.
Yeah, and I think you take the lead and you try to stay optimistic with your team, but you also say, guys,
oh, he's got some space. Past the 20. Slippery slide. Found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. But this quarterback gets through his progression, David, and hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Off the play fake on first down, the throw. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. And he's out of bounds right at the 15. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And, again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anyone.
Touchdown, Dogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The snap off in time. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Johnson looking to throw. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had 0 rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back into 16.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism. It was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-timer.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Trying play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Taylor. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and it just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Now the play fake. And the heat gets there. And they get it down at the 14-yard line.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
Coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the 1st half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Got the quick pass. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Georgia hunkers down in the red zone. He might want another play. Here we go. Trying to get the edge on the toss. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find.
Touchdown, Georgia! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Tulsa is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 8 over East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his big tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field, the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Let's go! Wants to go up top. He's looking deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes... catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Flushed out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get in. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Got enough space. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive player.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And the Dogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to throw, it's Stockton. The short hands, it's Taylor. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The play fake on first down to throw. He lets one fly deep. He's got it along the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. Johnson looking to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback.
And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which color jerseys they're wearing?
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter. Get in your nickel package. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
The Dogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll go to the toss. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still, just a very short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Pulls and fired complete. Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
You know, there are probably a lot of coaches out there with a lead like this that would like to run the ball and see if they could ice this game and bleed the clock. Not this coaching staff. They are going to be aggressive. They are going to continue taking shots.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but into these plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And this offense does it again on 3rd down. They have been so elite on 3rd down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
As a quarterback, you got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses.
Touchdown, Dogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit. Intercepted, number 19. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Pulls it in. It's Taylor. There he goes. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Might as well stick with him. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! You see some confidence over there as they're closing in on a Week 7 win.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. A first down for the offense. Let's go! Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here we go. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Johnson wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long. And here we are late in an obvious passing situation, trying to get this thing close. The big INT. Finally, the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Line getting set on 2nd down.